Hey guys, HD here, and this is going to be game 2 between LucifroN and Dimaga at the ESL tournament. And as you guys all know, I am probably in Vegas right now, but as I've said in the first game, I casted all these games as quickly as I could on Friday, threw them on my laptop. I'm going to try to spread them out over the weekend, but not spread them out too much because I know you guys really want to watch the game. So, anyways, this is going to be set 2, and actually LucifroN last game kind of getting embarrassed, getting owned by Dimaga simply through a Hydra push at the end of the game, and almost felt like that was so lopsided because LucifroN should have won that game considering how much harass he did, but sticking to the Hellions, not the right tech, in my opinion. As the game approached the 15-minute mark, you really need some tier 2 by then. And Hellion, although it is kind of tier 2, it's really early tier 2, and although Hellion is good against Hydralisks, in massive numbers the Hydralisks are almost always going to win, especially considering the Hydras had +2/+2. So, the question is, are we going to see LucifroN go for another Hellion push? Gonna be interesting to see, because if he decides to do that again, he needs to end the game quickly. Can't allow the Zerg player to just build up his forces over time, and because he's going to lose every single time. So we're going to see if LucifroN's going to do that again. And I really like the way LucifroN plays, very creatively, thinking on his feet. And so it's going to be interesting. He is getting a quick refinery here. So could we be seeing the same build again after this Rax finishes? Is he going to go straight for the factory and then start pumping out Hellions? Meanwhile, Dimaga getting a quick hatchery. And no spawning pool yet, so interesting for Dimaga, choosing to go for hatchery gas before pool. And I almost think this is very disadvantageous for Dimaga, because I think it's been shown that if you get a spawning pool first, it's almost always better than getting a hatchery first, simply because the quicker you get your queen out, the more larvae you're going to get. And yeah, now he gets a spawning pool, but maybe Dimaga knows what he's doing. Perhaps he's practiced this build order before, but I almost feel like he's at a disadvantage right now, because if he got the spawning pool before the hatchery, he would have the queen first, and then he could have fast expanded. But we shall see how Dimaga plays this out. And the SCV does get inside the Zerg player's base, just doing some scouting right now. And gonna see that the spawning pool is not yet up, so he knows that the Zerg player has decided to go for this fast expansion. And we'll see how he chooses to respond. And I almost feel like he could push with some Marines, but no, he's going for a factory. So is he gonna go for the same build again? If he is, I wonder why he decided to get 2 gas, because last game he had tons of gas, going for that Hellion build and not enough minerals. So is he gonna go for the Hellion push again? I almost feel like if he does an early push, he's going to have a huge advantage, because this time the Zerg player he just got his spawning pool right now, just building his queen, so he doesn't really have that many forces. But keep in mind that this map, the Oasis, is extremely far by land and very close by air, so this map almost encourages you to go with an air build, because look at the distance between the 2 players' bases, very close by air, very long by land and by sea. And by sea, of course, there is no sea, because this isn't Command and Conquer, but very close by air, and of course very close by Nidus as well. An option for the Zerg player if he so chooses to go the Nidus route. And oh my gosh, we're seeing 2 ports being built right here, and a tech lab at the factory. So I'm thinking, yeah, the starport is going to lift off and trade with the factory and swap out and get the early tech lab out. And that means we are going to see Banshees. Yes, I do call them Banshees, because they are kind of cheesy when you see a Terran player quickly do a 2-port rush. Yeah, we're going to see the Banshees come out, and it's going to be interesting to see how the Zerg player responds, because as I said before, this map, very accessible by air to your opponent. Zergling needs to get in here and seize this going up, and critically he cannot, because the Terran player has walled off. And does he have any anti-air? At this point in the game, he's just starting to build his lair, so all he's got for anti-air is a queen, and unless he magically can, get inside the head of LucifroN, then unless he can do that and get an evolution chamber out and get some spore colonies right now, and I do mean right now, he's going to be in huge trouble. Do the Banshees have cloak? No, the cloak is not being researched yet, and the pair of Banshees are on the way, and the Zerg player doesn't know this is coming. He has absolutely no idea. All he's got is queens to defend against this, and that is not going to be enough, even though the queen is a great defender. And now Dimaga realizes what is going on, and what is he going to do? His lair almost up, queen engaging the two Banshees, and the queen goes down, doing a little bit of damage, but critically not enough. This queen attacking from below. Is it going to kill this Banshee? Oh, it gets microed away. Great by LucifroN as he continues to pump out more of these. Oh, such deadly air units who actually do a lot of damage. Looking at their damage, 12 with 2 rockets. That's a lot of damage. And now they're moving into the natural, and the Zerg player, if Dimaga loses his queen, he is going to lose this game. Oh, he critically targets the weaker Banshee before the queen goes down, so there's still 1 now, make it 2 inside the base of the Zerg player. The Zerg player has no response to this. He could go eye for an eye, but no, the Terran player has a complete wall off. Isn't going to happen, and now, oh, he has nothing to deal with these 3, and these 3 are just going to have a happy day picking off at these drones. Critically, the main has pretty much been abandoned, and now all these drones are going to go down to 3 Banshees. The drone's trying to run away. 2 queens being produced here. Queen, of course, the only anti-air option that the Zerg player has right now. I almost want to call it GG because Dimaga is probably going to lose this game to these very, very deadly air units. It completely caught him off guard. He had no way of knowing. And this is kind of why I really dislike this map. The cheese rush works very effectively, so LucifroN thinking on his feet, yet again playing very non-standardly, I gotta say, and it works. It works. LucifroN showing what's up, teaching Dimaga a lesson in Starcraft strategy 101. Starcraft cheese almost. And so he's probably going to take this game, and we are going to move on to game 3. And as of right now, we're just waiting for Dimaga to call out the GG, although he does have some Hydralisks out right now. I wonder where the Hydralisk then going up at the natural. So he does have some anti-air, but I'd expect the cloak to be researched. Yes, cloak is researching, and as soon as cloak is researched, well, Dimaga's going to have to get an overseer out, and looking at his gas, I don't see that happening anytime soon. 4 Banshees, 3 Banshees, and now continuing to pick off the drones, 2 Banshees, 3 Banshees as reinforcements come in, and they're really just rally pointed to just pump out and go and attack the Zerg player's base. Is Cloak almost ready? Actually, we're seeing 2 barracks being built as well. Cloak almost ready, and as soon as Cloak is ready, is the Zerg player going to be able to deal with cloaked Banshees? He doesn't even have an overseer. Doesn't have the gas, and this has got to be it for the Zerg player. Is he going to call GG, or is he going to continue this charade? GG calls Dimaga. So we are going to move on to game number 3. HG Starcraft signing out.